guys. We are going back, and you guessed it. There's my dog, of course, as soon as I start. I'm actually broken. Broken? That's not right. Took a break for a little bit from the end of the last part when I said, let's just go ahead and do it. So that's why I don't look the same, and the setup's a little bit different because my camera's decided to act stupid. So, yeah. I mean, honestly, I feel like this is probably. Let's just see where you can see me. Where did I set that on? Yeah. Honestly, I feel like this is probably an academic round because, I mean, there's no way with all these guys he's ever going to make it into another room and find anything. But we're going to play it out. And because, I mean, I think, I want to do it right. I'm not done. I'll tell you, I think what I did is I screwed up. I waited too long. And I should have had, both of them attacking that rival so that they could kind of clear out the rooms, and I should have just dealt with the villain when it came out because I spent too much time, and everything just stacked. So I think that was my problem. So yeah, we're gonna start. We're gonna start with him and see what happens. I mean, he only has his 3 actions. He can discover another room, but that's about it. But I don't think that then it's going to be another turn or two, and then he's going to be gone. So, I mean, let's try it. All it can do is not work, I guess, right? So let's go down to up close to the board and see what kind of craziness one can ensue. All right, so here we are. So what I think is going to happen, I think I'm going to run him down basically. I think I can get into this room, and we could potentially discover this room. Let's see a little bit better there. But like I said, I think in the end, it's probably not going to matter. But, he doesn't have any inspiration. He's got those melody tokens, but that's really all he's got. And of course, our pool is not really helping us much because we need holy. We don't have holy. Now we can use the melody tokens, I guess, for holy. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So let's just try that. I don't know. Let's see what happens. So we're going to use this. His inspiring leadership skill. That is on his card. It lets us use this symbol to get an inspiration. We'll re-roll it. Great. A whole lot of water that he can't really use. So that's going to be one inspiration for him. Then we're going to... we don't have any flames. We need holy. Well, we're going to have to use a melody token. So we're going to use one of these melody tokens that he has for holy to give him another inspiration. Boom. And we're going to need to mark that. That was from his Illuminary Pendant. And we're going to... We need another holy for an armor. Let's go ahead and use another holy. Another melody token for armor that comes from his sacred vestments. So we're going to put that on him. So that's been exhausted. There's the token. Yeah. All right. Goodness. Right, so now he's still got his... Oh, we've got these 2 inspiration tokens. So we'll put these on there too. He's got 3 focus. I mean, really nobody has... Like, it would be different if he had somebody he could damage to, like, kill him. But the problem is they all have those You remember they have all the threat tokens, and you remember the threat tokens basically act like armor, so like he's kind of screwed without discarding a bunch of focus. But they're so stacked up now, it's gonna matter. So he's gonna spend the first one to move. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3. Second one to move. Let's move those out of the way. 1, 2, 3. Third one to move. 1. He's gonna open the door. And the feature is the weapon rack. And this is the weapon rack. That is in this room. So let me move these down just a little bit. So it's going to be right there like that. And then the card is going to attach to it. Here's the card. Footsteps, the footsteps you could have sworn you heard must have been echoes. There's no passage this way. Sounds of escape can be heard from behind you. Your quarry has the advantage, but at least you know the way to go. No way not to go in pursuit. However, there still may be things of use here. Even in this hasty pursuit, it's best to not leave any stone unturned. And it does say that the doors in this room cannot be opened, so we couldn't go out here. We couldn't go over, into this room either. So that kind of is interesting. Yeah, that's awesome. And that was, let's see, that was 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. I mean, he would be able to move in like 2, we'll say 3. But remember, when we enter in the room, we have to pull out a tracking card, right? So the tracking card says, test pink, which for him is a 2. If passed, you may reveal the top 2 cards of the lurker deck, then choose to draw one and shuffle the other deck into the deck. If failed, you may discard 1 focus to draw the lurker card. So, we're going to spin. All right, here we go. We got 2. We're going to roll this. Ooh, a crit. You see that? A crit and a success. Okay, another crit. And another success. So that's 4 successes. We needed 3. If passed, yeah, we reveal the top 2 cards of the lurker deck. So, top 2 cards right here of the lurker deck. Reveal them. Both minions. That sucks. Then choose to draw 1 and shuffle the other back into the deck. So we got to choose one of these 2 guys to pull out. What is his? I mean, it's not really going to matter. They're both the better check. He's got the amulet of fortitude. So, I mean, I guess if we're going to pick one, we'll probably pick this one. So let's get him. He is going to show up over here in the corner. How exciting. Yeah. That's fun. Okay. I forget what I just said. I forgot. The tracking deck has to do with the features, right? When we do the quest step. Over here, so when we do the encounter turn, that's what that is. So this actually doesn't come out. So we'll actually draw this, and it is the green decoy. It is a trap. Now remember, traps are placed differently. And it's always placed next to the feature and closest to the hero. So I'm going to say it goes right there. I mean, either one of these is within one, any one of these 3 is in one of the heroes, so I guess we get to check. So I actually didn't need that. That sucks because I really just wasted a good roll. Well, guess what? This goes under him. It's not a minion, which is nice, but yeah, it's a thing. So now is when things get bad. Because guess what? That is the end of the hero turn. So we go to the threat turn. So now we're going to activate everybody from left to right. I'm not going to put you on there because it's going to be a lot of rolling and really quickly probably a lot of damage and death. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. First thing we're going to activate is the blue crawl assassin. So that's this guy up here. He's got a engage if unable. So he's going to engage twice, basically moving 6. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then he engages each creature with the range. He can't do it. Then the conjured weakness fires, which is probably going to end up being something really, really bad. That's purple test. You know what? Just because it probably doesn't matter, we're going to say that was a 4. Activate. Draw a lurker card. Then, we got to draw a lurker card. But remember, if it's a non-tracking card that says draw a lurker card, it's draw a threat card. So, great. We get the blue decoy. We'll just put it right there. It's going to go in there. We did pass the task with a 4. I don't really know that matters at this point, but technically, that's 4 progress tokens on that particular curse. Then we have the green Shadow Bender, which is this guy right here. He's got a movement of 5, a range of 3. He is going to engage and inflict. Well, he can move 5, I said. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't inflict. Then he'll try to move again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'd move to get, maximize his range. So that's where he's at. So that's going to be blue 6. And he only has a 2. And I believe, looking here at the card, I've got Shielded by Faith that I could play. I guess we could do that. So it says that when a hero within range would suffer damage, well, he's fixing to do that. Hero may discard 1 inspiration for each damage that would be suffered to cancel the damage. So I feel like we're probably going to need that card, so I'm just going to put that right there. But that is a 2. We're going to grab the 2 of these. Got 2 successes, so that's a 4. So he could... That's a 4. His natural armor is a 1. Well, sorry, let's start over. That's a 6, minus 2, 4. Minus 1 for his armor. Minus 1 for the armor token he's got on him. He could spend the 2 inspiration tokens he has on him to not take any damage. Okay. And then at the bottom, it's got a wind. Oh, no, sorry. Then here we go. Each hero within range gains 1 inspiration and 1 armor token. Well, he has 1 more melody token. So we might as well fire that off. So each within range gains 1 inspiration and he gets another armor token. There we go. So these are going to go back on him. Boom. The card is discarded over here. That was the blue. Yeah. No, that was the green Shadow Bender. Now we have the green Assassin, who's right here. He's got a 6 move. Move to engage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can engage. Inflict red. 5. Well, the good news is he's got a 3 on that. So 3. Ooh, double crits. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so he blocks 4, so that leaves 1. His natural armor blocks 1, and he's going to gain another focus. Okay. That takes care of the assassin. The sharpshooter, the yellow sharpshooter that's here, he's got to move a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Oh, you know what? He's actually 3, 4. That's where he's going to have to stay. Interesting. Then the green sharpshooter. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The decoy. It says either discard 1 focus or activate a minion threat. He's got a focus, so we can do that. We have the red. Oh, you know what? Red assassin. I forgot they can move through each other as long as they land, as long as they don't land on each other. Well, that's right. That's what that would have done anyway. All right, so red assassin's got a 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because that would be most advantageous to give him room for somebody else to land there. And that's going to be another red 5 attack. So that's 2. So 5. That's 2 successes, makes it 3. He'll use one success to make it 3. All right. It's 3 successes, -1 for his natural armor. So 5. That's 2. -1 for the armor he has. No damage, and that still leaves him with an extra focus token. So actually gets that one back. Wow, that's pretty impressive. All right, the sharpshooter, red sharpshooter. Oh, did I never put him in? Oh, apparently. Where did he come from? Oh, shoot. Red sharpshooter. I never put him in. I honestly don't remember where he was at. Probably in this room. He's got a 4 move. 2, 3. He can't end there. Then he'll go again. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got an inflict 5 on a green. And he only has 1 die for green. So that's 1 success. 1 focus. We can make it 2 with a focus. That's 5, 3, 1 for his natural. So he's going to take 2 damage, which is going to take him to 4. 4. All right. Then event curse. The hero with the highest. Yeah. Activate. Resist 4. So he's got to resist. A resist 4, but again, it is the red. So that's good. There's a 3. We can use one of these to make it a 4. So we pass that check, and then he's got red task. Wow. Well, there's 3. We'll use 1 to make it 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 to help get rid of this curse. But then we're going to get 2 more back, focus-wise. Excuse me. So that's that. That takes care of the threat turn. Now, let's go to the villain turn. So, villain turn, activate. Each hero with a cursed card must resolve its wither effect. Well, guess what? We have 1, 2 cursed cards. Yeah. So, let's take a quick look at the old cursed cards here. So, we've got Wither. Either draw 1 lurker card or suffer a damage. Sure, let's draw a lurker card. Oh, you know what? Oh, no, here it is. So, we draw a card. It's that Moltenite, which is going to show up over in the corner of the room. So we don't suffer damage. And then we have to either discard a card or suffer damage for this one, Sap Strength. So we've got like 3 copies of this card, so we'll discard that one, I guess. Oh, you know what? We didn't draw a card at the end of this turn. We drew another Sacred Ground. Not that it matters. That's the end of the villain turn. Then we draw a villain card. Oh, look, it's a curse. He gets another one. Yeah, that's awesome. Cursed again. Yay. So just so you can see, 4, 8, 12. He has 14 things in his threat area, y'all. This is ridiculous. Alright, that's the villain turn. Golly. Then the encounter turn. So we're going to start over here with the Storm of Altars. Each hero may discard 1 focus to change 1 altar die to a result of their choice. We're not going to do that. Each hero in the altars room, we don't know where that's at. Now, we do have wind. It says each hero with no focus suffers damage. Each enemy suffers 1 damage. So we've got it. Let's just go ahead and use it. So let's just go ahead and reroll the wind. Gives us a holy. So everybody takes another damage. So his 3 goes, and this is, it just takes damage. It's not, he doesn't have any damage on him, so he's going to get 1. This isn't like blocked. It's not inflict. It's just straight up damage. And that 2 goes to a 3. And that 2 goes to a 3. And that 2 goes to a 3. This 1 goes to a 2. Decoy. Moltenite gets 1. And we re-rolled that to give us the holy, so that's good. These over here where you can see them. The hunt. Each hero heals, each rival heals 1 damage unless a hero adjacent to that doesn't matter. And then for each quest token on this card, a hero must either discard a focus or draw a threat card. Well, we'll just go ahead and discard a focus. The cage, a hero adjacent to this feature. Nobody's adjacent. Says for us chosen over here, each enemy in this room gains an armor token. Nobody's there. If no enemy is in this room, each hero in this room, there's no enemy in that room. If you're adjacent to this, we gain a supply. Nobody's adjacent. Oh, wait, sorry. Over here, we also have to activate it. Here, adjacent to this feature. Nope. And here, this is the quest part of the card. Sorry. And here, you like the sound effects? Yeah, those are free. And here, if there's Jason, he get a quest card. Nothing happens. And then in here, each year, Jason this feature may deal 1 damage to an enemy in this room. Okay, well, is the blue crawl assassin in this room? No. Is there anything in this room that would die if I dealt the damage to it? The answer is no. So, the blue assassin is not in that room? He is not in that room. So I've either got the shadow bender, anything green. Oh wait, except for the sharpshooter. Can't do that to him. Let's go. Gosh. I mean, guess the Bray. We'll do the Bray, I guess. And that's the end of that. Wow. Okay. Well, so somehow, I don't know how, somehow he is still alive. The problem is he can't get out of this room. So, yeah. We're going to have to deal with this. With 3 tokens and this roll pool. Give me a second to figure out what we want to do. Alright, so I think the first obvious thing we want to do is we're going to use his leadership, right? So roll this because it was holy to get an inspiration. Okay, that was kind of a crappy roll, but it sort of rolled. So that'll give him 2 inspiration. Gosh, I wish he had a fire. We don't have a fire. Okay. So his battle axe, we could exhaust it to just deal 2 damage to an enemy within range. So the question is there anything in range that I could kill with 2? There's no sharpshooter. The shadow bender's not going to die. The green crawl assassin. Ooh, the green crawl assassin would die. Yes. Yeah. Oh. You know what I didn't do? I forgot to do all the bottom effects for these guys. It's all dark. So I think there's only one, and it would have been this one that could have used the dark. Yeah. It was gain a threat token and deal 1 damage to a character within range. So he would have gone to 3. Alright, there we go. So now we're square. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and use this to do 2 damage to the green crawl assassin that's right here, which actually kills it. That is amazing. That's about the only way we're going to kill this stuff. So, I mean, because look at this. Let's just move all of its stuff over there. Because remember, it had 4 threat tokens. So that's 4 armor. And 3 more just regular armor tokens. He'd have never been able to damage it, probably. It's crazy. But, hey, he's going to go down with a fight, right? So that is the Crawl Assassin. Bye-bye. Good news. That's a supply. So we do get a supply. Boom. And that's still not an action, because that was just exhausting his battle axe. Remember, his battle axe, when he attacks, This attack targets up to 2 enemies within range, so he can actually hit 2 different people with this attack. Um, when he does attack, if he takes the attack action. Then we have water and wind, none of which are helpful at all. Now, I could burn an action to try to change something, but I don't really feel like that's gonna work. Or, well, he could do the Valiant Stand if he wanted to, I guess. Yeah, that may be what he does. Because then I can just deal a damage. Oh yeah, let's do that. Um, so we're gonna play. This is an action. Each hero may discard 1 inspiration to change 1 altar die to a result of their choice. So, let's change this to a fire. That did cost him an inspiration, so that goes away. Then may discard 1 inspiration to attack. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So he's going to attack with 2 dice, and it's 2 that are adjacent. So we're going to choose these 2, right? And I believe this 1 attack gets applied to both. Let's just see what happens. So there's a crit. It's a crit and a focus. Hit and a focus. So, I'm not sure. I'm actually not 100% sure what the order is for this armor. Threat tokens represent the cross ability blend. Each time a minion threat spawns against 3, it adds 1 to its defense value. Yeah, okay. So basically it adds to their natural defense. So, the bender's got 3 I've done, so I could only do 3 at best. That's not going to hit anybody, so I'm just going to take the 2 focus, put it on him. But then I'm going to use the water to the other half of the card. Just deal 1 damage to an enemy within range. So we're going to damage in a range of 1. So either we got to damage the bender or we have to damage the red assassin. We're going to go ahead and damage the bender since he already has at least a little bit of damage on him. And we'll reroll that. And we get dark, which is absolutely useless. So the bender is going to go to 2 damage. Oop. Alright. That was an action. Fire, right. So we're going to use fire to activate his ongoing effect card. Well, I need to show you this. Let me show you that. So we're going to activate this effect, exhaust, either discard 1 inspiration to heal damage or gain an inspiration. I will need to gain an inspiration. So we're going to re-roll this. And of course it rolls into dark, which is just what we needed. That was just an exhaust effect. So of course we'll put this on it. We're going to gain an inspiration. Boom. Yeah. Action-wise, 1. He can't get out of the room. So I think he's just going to move. I think he's just going to. Yeah, okay. So I think he's going to spin. I really haven't. Probably. No, he's got leading the charge. And there is some water. Yeah. Some air. All right, so he's going to play leading the charge next. So, leading the charge. Each hero may discard one inspiration to move up to 2 spaces and attack. So he's going to. Now remember, to go out of a room, he has to be able to go straight into the spot. He can't exit diagonally, so he's just going to go here and then do a regular attack. And that was his last inspiration token. Great. So there's the guard. Make sure I didn't just do that. Yeah. So he's going to attack. Again, it's 2 of these -1. He's attacking. Oh, he gets to choose. Oh, sorry. Once per turn, and I do not. I believe this is not an action. He can spend his focus to get rid of defense of the the threat tokens. So he's going to get rid of the threat tokens on the bender. Or is he going to get rid of, see, the Crawl Assassin's got 3, but the bender's already got some damage on him. Yeah. He's going to use his 3 focus tokens to get rid of 3 threat tokens. So we're going to take those off of him. Whoopsie. So here's his 3 focus gone. Then he's going to play that card, attacking the bender and the yellow sharpshooter. Yeah, now we'll have him attack the yellow sharpshooter. Oh, you know what? That Crawl Assassin, I think, should have a damage on him already. Missed that. Yeah, we'll go with the sharpshooter. Doesn't matter. Alright, so there's 2. And he gets a focus. He does not have a focus, so he's going to have to take that. And with 2 on the bender, there is no defense now. So he does hit the bender for 2, which puts the bender to 4. It has 6. We do have wind, so we're going to gain 1 inspiration and deal 1 damage to an enemy within range. So here is our inspiration. Roll this. Okay, we get stone. 1 damage to an enemy within range. Let's go ahead and do it to the bender, which puts him to 5 out of 6. What's his second action? Gotta remember to flip those over. Let's see here. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. Alright, so I think he's gonna go ahead. Oh, did he do that? He doesn't. He's not able to do that. Thought there might be. Ooh, wait, no, I could do that. Oh, no, I could do that. Alright. Well, I don't know if it's really gonna help, but let's do it. So that's this card. Gone. He's gonna play Valiant Stand. Each hero may discard. Flip this over. This is an action. Each hero may discard 1 inspiration to change 1 altar die to a result of their choice. Well, we're going to change one of these darkness to light. Then you may discard 1 inspiration to attack. Well, I have to spend 1 inspiration. Actually, you know what? We're not going to do that. We're going to leave that like that. No, we're going to change it. We're going to change it. And then we can. We're not going to attack, but we are going to use this water to do the bond effect, deal 1 damage to an enemy within range. Get a wind. Well, the 1 enemy within range is going to be this spell, Shadowbender, which actually kills the Shadowbender. It's another supply. The Shadowbender goes away. Bye-bye, Shadowbendy. He's going to be able to last a few more rounds. He's not going to get it to the end. I mean, that's what the bottom line is. And that was his last action. As an exhaust effect, we're going to go ahead and use his Illuminary Pendant. So we roll this. We get a fire. This guy is on fire. He's gonna be on fire. He's gonna get a inspiration token for that. So he is back down to 1 inspiration token. And I don't believe there's anything else he can do because everything. Oh, no, wait. Here we go. Take that back. He can use this for his inspiring leadership to get an inspiration token. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Inspiring leadership spit. Yeah. And we did this one already. I did not mark the loot of the pendant, We've done that. So yeah, he doesn't have any fire. Okay, yeah, there's nothing else he can do. So I think this is probably going to be the round where he goes away. Let's see. Threat turn. He's going to activate threats. So let's go over here to the threats. Well, I'm just going to do the same thing I did last time. It's easier because I really don't think it's going to matter. Crawl Assassin can move up to 6. So he's going to go 1. Wait a minute. Yeah, so basically, because he's here, he's blocking the door, right? So they can't come into this room. So the blue assassin is going to try to get as close as he can, so he's going to go there. Nothing can happen. But it's dark here. It is. We roll it. He's going to gain a threat token. He would deal 1 damage to everybody in the room, or to, not everybody, to a character, but there's nobody in there. The Black Sky Sharpshooter. Hold on a second. Sorry, I skipped one. The Curse, activate, draw lurker card. Then check the task. Well, we can't draw a lurker card. We have to draw a crawl card. Good lord. It's another. All the decoys were in the bottom. I guess that's technically closest. Right there. And we'll just go ahead and, of course, add this in. Black Sky Sharpshooter, yellow. He can't move in. Yeah, that seems kind of weird. You'd think, let me make sure he can't shoot right there, at least in that first space. Okay, yeah. So as long as he's in the door space to connected room, it can still attack him. So he is actually going to be attacked. So, yellow, yellow, yellow. Green, inflict 5. Guess what? He only has a 1. This is going to be so painful. Okay, so 5 minus 1 is 4. He has an armor value of 1, which is 3, which means, guess what? That's all the hit points he had. Is 3. Which goes to nothing. Oh, man. That's unfortunate. He got mauled. All right. Well, you know what time it is. It is story time. Chapter 5. We're going to have to read the fail condition. Quest set up. Yeah. Quest set up. Campaign upkeep. Each hero heals all their damage, discards all their focus. For every 3 supply the party has, they gain 1 random equipment card and add it to the journal, then discard all supply. So, first thing we check is we have 1, 2, 3. We have 6 supply, so we're going to get 2 equipment cards. So let me grab the equipment cards. All right, so here's the equipment deck. Again, give it a quick little shuffle so you know that there's no shenanigans going on here. All right, then shuffle again. Camera's about to die. So we get 2 random equipment cards. There's our 2 cards. Here. We got Scepter of Insight. During a blue inflict or yellow inflict, we get an extra die. That's equipment. Or Ancient Relic. During a blue inflict or blue resist, we get an extra die. And both of those hopefully will give us either focus or extra dice. Interesting. Then discard all supply. Well, I guess we should do the rest. Hero heals all their damage and discards all their focus. Okay. Yeah. Now that's interesting because it doesn't say anything about like inspiration. So I wonder if like the inspiration goes away. Let's see. Go look that up. I'm assuming that it goes away, but yeah, I've been wrong before. Then we discard all the supply. So that supply goes away. Then we go over here. So, if the heroes won the quest. No. Oops. Here we go. Heaving yourselves out of the rotten pine hatch and running as hard as you can for as long as you know what, I just realized I did not take into account this extra health value for the minions. So, that's okay. You put as much distance between you and the howling nightmares in that den before collapsing. It was a whirlwind of activity in that glorified hole in the loam, but you made it out. Now you have to head back to civilization and try to figure out where to strike next, but you can't do it alone. You're gonna need some help from those in power. Now to decide who that will be. We can either go to Luxford and ask Queen Valerie, or we can go to Hawthorne and ask Mayor Bolton. Golly. Yeah. I'd say Valerie. So let's go to 45. Just because. Yeah, let's go with Valerie. 45. You limp into Luxford a few hours before dawn, and every part of you aches from your wounds and your journey. Well, yeah, because we just both got beat up real bad. When you reach the end of the thoroughfare in the looming library building, you are saddened not to find the Queen's carriage or her protector. You knock all the doors and a few windows to the place, but no answer. While you're peeking in one of the frosted leaded glass frames, seeing nothing inside the dark building, a gruff voice from the alley chimes in. She left this morning, headed off toward Hawthorne. She had a big bag of books and stuff with her, too. Ran off in a hurry, she did. He laughs twice and then disappears into the gloom, almost making you wonder if he was ever there to begin with. Ignoring your wounds, you set out again and hope you aren't too late. Thankfully, that old man was there to tell you, even if it makes you feel guilty about Huey running off. Then we go to 57. Golly, there's a bunch. They have some of the puzzle, Morse. Oh, wait, sorry. After a grueling cross-country trip that had you dodging howls and growls at every bend of the road, you finally reach Hawthorne deep mid-morning. The burry servant at the Morse's doors ushers you inside so quickly, you barely notice a familiar carriage sitting in the courtyard. You burst into the study to find Queen Valerie and Mayor Bolton standing on opposite sides, both stooped over a pile of books, loose pages, and scroll fragments. They both look up when you enter, shook. Oh my God, I can't talk. Shock and worry plain on their faces. We thought you weren't coming. We thought maybe the monsters. Never mind that bleakness, the Queen continues. When you didn't return, I gathered up what we knew and came here to confront Morse. It seems that there is more behind the conspiracies and ravings of your friend Huey, but not as he believed. She points to the urn in the glass cabinet. Morse was not hiding Loric's parts for Wynora's sick ritual. He was hiding them from her. Valerie told me your fears, Morse hisses slightly, his fangs peeking out, and I'm ashamed to say that Wynorn and I were very close once, a long time ago. This was before her mad ideas of bringing Lorik Reborn into this world. Thralls in close quarters work each other into our basest natures, so I used to sneak past her household guards to meet with her using a secret passage. Enough. We don't need your stroll down memory lane right now. Valerie taps her fingers on the desktop. What we need is to stop Morn from plunging us back into Lorik's darkness. Her eyes glaze over, seeing a future she only beheld before the nightmares. Go to 16. Then it is settled, Bolton slams his fist into his other palm. You will go into the old Morn catacombs through the same secret path I used a long time ago. Find Wynonna Morn, Wynora, I'm going to say Wynonna every freaking time. Wynora Morn, and stop her from being able to seed Frederick with the last parts of Lorik. He pauses, rubbing his fingers across an old picture of the trickster, Kretch. I'm troubled that Huey has chosen to step away from such an important event, but he taps the picture with a claw-like fingernail. I'm sure he has his reasons. You must hurry, Queen Valerie adds. If we are to stop her before it is too late, we must go now. And it says add 12 Queen Valerie to the journal. So I will do that momentarily. So now let's go back here. Lost the quest. Oh, that's it. So that's it. That is the end of chapter 5. So we're going to add Queen Valerie. So let me grab her. All right. So that's the wrong one. So here is Valerie. Where am I? Queen Valerie. 1 armor. 2, 3 stats. All 2s. 8. This she can exhaust move up to 5 spaces and either attack with red, so that's with 3, or move up to 3 spaces and gain an armor token. And then each character within range may heal 1 and gain an armor token. So basically, if we kind of flank around her, we get some holy, we can heal and get armor. That's pretty cool. So that is also going to go along with our equipment. And that completes chapter 5. So, is that the first time we've lost one, I think? I think it is. Yeah, that was rough. Gonna be honest. I was not expecting that. I think, like I said, I think what happened... So I think what happened is I spent too much time on this rival. Yeah, so I should have kind of I think I needed to clear out the rooms. My idea was I thought I could rush, but I didn't think about having to sit by, stand by these in order to go through that lurker deck. And I guess what I could have done is I could have kind of mined one well, yeah. Well, I guess you couldn't. But yeah, at the end of the day, that's what it boiled down to. I spent too much time working on her, and I think I should have cleaned out the room, got her taken out, and then together we should have moved through the room. So that was my bad. But hey, you don't win them all, and I want to do my playthroughs to try to make them legitimate. So you win some, you lose some. This one we won. This one we lost. That's okay, because now I will say this. I think that's one of the things that I like. Where'd it go? That's one of the things that I like about these stories, right? Is when you go to the back of this, it didn't say the campaign's over, you're done. The story progresses. Now, you know what? I think I forgot to do one more thing. Let's see here. Let's see. Add 1 random enemy upgrade card to the journal. Whoopsie, I didn't do that. Let me go grab those. Alright, so I'm just going to show you. So this is our campaign pool. This is the cards that were from the story deck that we put in the pool, and we've drawn from those. So that's where, for example, I got Queen Valerie. So this is separate from the journal. Okay, so that's very important. So if you get these mixed up, you're going to have problems. These are separate from the journal. So when we started, we put those in there. We put all of the upgrade. So these are the upgrade cards, right, for everybody. the upgraded feats and such. Those are in that pool. And then we have these enemy power upgrades, of which we already have one. So we're going to shuffle these up, and it says add one. So we'll just add the top one. Enhanced tactics. At the start of the quest, put this in the villain play area. Oh, you know what? I wonder if these actually stack. Let me double check that. All right, I'm not 100% sure. So I guess here's what we're going to do. If you know the answer to this, let me know just for future future knowledge. I guess it just says place it out there. It doesn't say. All right, so here I'll show you what I'm talking about. So you see how enhanced tactics says at the start of the quest, put this in the villain play area. This just says dark resilience. Da 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 da. No. I'm gonna assume that they, guess they stack. I mean, I just think so. Like, I just can't imagine a scenario where there's 6 chapters, right? So where you've got each enemy gains a speed, each enemy with no damage gains a defense. Like each time a minion spawns, it gains an armor. They get extra health. All the traps get +1, +2 difficulty for rival and villain tests. Like, I can't imagine that if you keep losing, that if you keep adding this, I mean, that's just like ridiculously punitive, I would think. So, and I may be wrong. So I'm going to say, like, this, and I know I've had this for a couple of chapters, I think. So, like, it would go back in here, and then this would be the one that would happen for the next thing. So in the next chapter, this quest is going to go, this card is going to go out there. So we'll put that down here with this. And then the other one's going to go back, and then if we get an upgrade card, another upgrade card, well, that'll be the 6th chapter, so it won't matter. But if we got another upgrade card, then it would replace it. So there's basically there's a penalty for losing. I just can't see these stacking. I mean, it's kind of like too many bones, right? You lose one, okay. You lose 2, it's going to be really hard. Like if you lose 3 days, regardless of the length, you're probably not going to finish. I mean, it's just too hard. At least that's the way I'm going to play it, because we're supposed to have fun, right? So, and I can't find anything specific. I'll check on BGG, see if I can find anything, but we'll see. But that, my friends, is the completion of Chapter 5. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. I'm excited to be back and be playing. I don't know that I said it in any other videos, and at this point, depending on when these come out, I may have said it in the comments, but I've just basically filmed this entire thing before posting anything. So if there's rules mistakes, they're going to be throughout the entire series, but that's just the way that I do it. I like to film the whole thing, get it played, to get it off the table, because I'm not in a space where I've got multiple tables. I can just leave it out and get it cleared off to play other games off camera with my friends, because I'm not a full-time YouTube person. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. This is Justin from the Board Game Losers. My friends, my cardboard friends, go play some games. Have fun. Glad to be back. Thank you for your support. Leave some comments about what you think about the campaign and Altar Quest in general. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.